All right. First time ever an energy report in English, since I have quite some friends and clients and people who speak English and always wonder what I'm saying. So it felt like the time, since we have this big full moon in Aquarius coming up tomorrow, 29th time, depends on where you're at. And it's a very special moon, and it's a very special time because we have Pluto in Aquarius since last year, and we've had an intense last year with being in the year of the snake and shedding, and then the fire horse energy, and horrifically the world is on fire in so many different ways, and it can be a difficult thing. I feel it can be difficult to be, okay, should I sit here and talk about energies when people are having to flee their homes with all the wars, with all the madness and all the mayhem, and then again you can only return to what can I change, what is mine that I can contribute to the field in a way, and it's up to each and every one of us to see what can I actually do, like if it's something hands-on I can do, and what we all can do is contribute to a vibrational reality that we want. And what do I mean by that? And to me it's to not fall in to despair, to not fall into the collective nervous system hypertension that's going on, to know how to regulate the own nervous system, to not be so reactive, to keep the hope flag at the highest, and to really know that we are on an evolutionary journey together as this human species, as this collective consciousness, and that each and every one has their own part of that story, part of the weave to tend to. And how are you tending to your part of the story, with your personal life, with the very local, local as in your own body, in your own mind, and then from that local to local around you, and then onwards, because we know Aquarius is about unity. But unity starts with you, unity, you and you. And with Aquarius, that means that you are being pushed in this time to really understand that it is the uniqueness about you that is requested, that is of the highest vibrational value to the whole collective field. When you embody your uniqueness, and that means to not dim yourself, not louden yourself, to really stay attuned to what's true for you, and to allow what's truth for others to be what's truth for others, in a sense. But mostly this crux point that we're on is really about the understanding that we are here to help in our part of the story, and helping can really be you in unity with you, because that doesn't create a dissonance in the field. But wherever you have a war in yourself, against yourself, that's something that contributes to those kind of energies in the field. So that there is this, in the midst of all these madness, mayhem, chaoticness, we who are not in the center of the actual mayhem, chaoticness, terror, danger, have the opportunity to really acknowledge that I have the privilege, because I'm not in that, to really tend to this local environment, to tend to the peace here, to tend to the honesty and dignity here, to be that all your emotions are yours and they're allowed. But are you going to be reactionary, or are you going to be creationally? Are you going to be creational? Are you going to create your way forward with your full acceptance of yourself in the driver's seat? Are you going to give up of empty dreams, all the fabricated dreams, all the projections of what a successful life, a good life, healthy life, what that means, that the collective is holding, that you might be latching onto as a mirror, as a standard, and still it's not applicable to you in a sense. So you keep, feeling a little bit to the side of it all in a sense, or you feel like you are grasping for something, and that there's stress and an emptiness in you. These times are really asking you to let all that go, like all the dreams that are not yours, that are not the soul dreams, that are not the dreams of your story, like your local story, that is your soul, and your body and your humans longing to live out and to co-create. And this is the time to be in unity, what really keeps uniting you with where you are, you with the people that you consciously choose to collaborate with. This is not the time to do half-truths. This is not the time to do negotiations that cost something of your heart, because it is the time of instant karma, and instant karma is instant. And I think we all feel that now. Like, you can make a choice and you start moving in that direction, or you can say something and you just feel how energy stops moving, how it's a halt, how it's something feels off, because we don't have time for that anymore. That was the earlier era, the Piscean age, with the fishes swimming in different direction, but they're always going to meet somewhere. That's not the time now. It is the time to really cultivate your own God mind. Aquarius is the innovator, is the rebellion, and this is a rebellion against all the different patterns that you created to be able to fit in, the different survival techniques, the different stories in the matrix, in the collective consciousness of what it means to be a good person, to really be successful, or to really be purposeful. And only you know that by how you feel. YOUnity. And this full moon really, really, really shakes up the structures, and really takes everything, out of the box. There is no box in the aquatic age. And in a sense, the fire horse is really merciless, is as in it's loyal to what's created, to what holds creation, and to what creates, the horse stands for freedom, royalty and freedom. And for what supports, what is it that supports freedom? And also it is the energy of like passion, but passionately being you, passionately savoring the breath in your body, passionately. And it's not a wild passion that it has to storm forth or anything. Passion as in feeling purposeful, as in being here in this moment and creating from this moment towards the future. This is not a time for escapism. This is not a time to just fantasize about the future you think you want to have. This is the time for action. This is the time for aligning your actions so that they stay united, like that you stay in unity. And if your actions bring you out of unity, then there's course correction instantly. And there's no shaming, there's no blaming, and there's no healing loops now in that sense. So Aquarius time is for creating ourselves forward and healing through creation. Healing through expanding beyond what trauma, what the wounding constricted, by daring to be, this is who I am, even if it's a soft power, even if it is that to be a slow, sensitive person who will not try to rush themselves to fit the pace of everyone next to them, but really tending to their local rhythms, or it's actually really shining and blazing forth because you have a lot of pent-up energy and you feel like you're constantly being too much, and then being like, yeah, I don't care. If I'm too much in that sense. And I'm going to let myself be that, but I'm also going to respect that other people might not be able to handle that, but that doesn't mean that I can't be that. But it is that movement. It isn't, these times are, the revelations and healing will come through creation. Come through that we will see and we will witness ourselves and we will understand the next level of healing will come through the action, and to see who we are when we actually dare to step out beyond the wounding, to be heard and not let the wounding and the story, because we know it, keep justifying a silence or keep us in another healing loop, because it's time. It's really time to understand that the vibration of creation is healing, is the power that needs to be utilized by all of us in order to take that energy away from the people who are moving forward, who are taking up the whole space, using the whole magnetic field for their wars, for their division creation, for all these things. They are using the field's energy, which is here. It's a neutral energy in the field, and it wants to be used. It needs to be used, and it's so important that we use that energy, because when we are in restriction and when we are in not in unity here, and when we are in all these, we're giving so much to the restricting beliefs that we have about ourselves and our ability, and our scarcity about being wounded again, or not being enough, or whatever it might be that is holding your life energy at a volume down vibration in your life. That's what these times are really, really telling you to break out from. Put your hand forth and crank that volume up. And it is really, even though so many horrible things are happening, and there's such a fatigue in the collective nervous system because we had COVID. Then instantly we had freaking war tanks marching in towards Ukraine when we were, oh, the world is opening up. Oh no, we're going to war. And then it just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Our collective nervous system is fried, which in turn affects our collective consciousness and all the like the fear-based language that's going on, that triggers, that wants to keep us in terror, wants to keep us in trauma. It is a resilience act. It is a revolution to see that, to feel all these things, but to know that you not losing your nervous system, you not going into all these trauma, terror, fear-based, hopeless thinking is a true revolutionary act. And it is also what gives creational power to you. And this is the age of Aquarius. And it is also the beyond. It is the impossible in the sense of what the Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland said. You know, that she used, like, when the Hatter, like, I think some of us, I can speak for myself, I've been really in the, I think it's Alice Through the Looking Glass, where the Hatter, everyone thinks he's gone mad because he's so depressed and because nobody believes him that his parents are alive. And then Alice comes and he thinks, finally someone who believes me and knows that the impossible is possible. It's the most possible thing ever. And when she looks at him and tries to discourage him, he totally freezes up and goes so sad, and he just, you're not my Alice. Ouch. And after a while she realizes, I've lost my muchness. I used to believe in 10, 12 impossibles. I even used to do 10, 12 impossibles before lunch. So she had lost her muchness, and she realized she had to go with the Hatter. And that's the time. And the muchness is your unique muchness. And your impossibles are your unique impossibles. But it is actually, in the Aquarian age, also the miraculous age. It is the time of the miracles, and that's also why they talk about the golden age. And miracles stand upon being impossible, but happening anyway. And so this is the right kind of impossibles time. So what's the impossibles in your life that are summoning you to claim your muchness again? And create your way forward, and create your way into full healing, into full unity, and into full aliveness, and into full co-creation with the part of this field, the part of this matrix that is yours to co-create with, and that is actually longing for you, calling for you, just like the hat who's like, my Alice, finally. So what's waiting for you? What's calling you? What's really calling? And I will say something that's quite provocative, probably. Fuck the vision boards. Fuck all these things that you pop from your mind instantly with what comes to mind. Dare to fuck that. If I can say that here. Bleep. Dare to just put them all away and really feel in, really summon forth, really call in, like conjure up the true visions, the true creational longing of your heart, of your soul, of your amazing, brilliant God mind coming online. What will they do, that amazing Trinity, you know? That's what we're about to see. That's the invitation here. And it is a shift of the worlds. We can be in the old matrix and the old vibrational field, and that's very linear, and it's going to cost a lot to create, because you're not co-creating with the miraculous, and the miraculous longs to co-create with you. So here we go. Here we go. Happy full moon.